Greetings and thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate you so much. Today we are going to talk about what you can do if you don't belong to a gym, if you don't have time to go to the gym, or you just don't want to have to drive somewhere and you'd like to work out at home. My name is Dr. Jeanette DeWitt. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a health esteem coach. I want to show you how you can use a simple thing called your steps to actually get a good workout in. And it's versatile because you can do strength training and you can do cardio training. And it doesn't actually have to be a lot of impact on your joints, which is usually a concern for some people as they're aging, or maybe they've had previous knee injuries, or maybe they just have some achy knees. You don't have to do full step-ups. You can, but you don't have to. If you want to do full step-ups, let me show you what and how you should be doing them. Now, first of all, I do want to preface with step-ups. Whether you're going up steps or whether you're coming down steps. If you have a history of knee osteoarthritis, if you have previous knee injuries, and you know that step-ups are a flare-up for you, then I would avoid doing step-ups or step-downs as your mode of exercise. But it doesn't mean that you can't use the steps to your advantage. First of all, what I'm going to show you, if you try this at home, just know that this video is not intended to diagnose you or to treat you. I am simply showing you some tips on how to do step-ups. Now, if you choose to do step-ups, what you want to make sure is when you step up, your knee should be aligned with your second toe. Very similar to if you are doing squats. Your knees stay in line with the second toe. So when you step up, you want to make sure that you have enough room to put your entire foot on the step. And when you step up, you want to engage your core. That means drawing your navel or your belly button into your spine. It does not mean sucking in your gut and holding your breath. That is not correct. Drawing your navel into your spine means you're contracting intentionally your abdominal muscles. You're setting your core and stabilizing your pelvis, so when you go to step up, you're not dropping your pelvis out and increasing your risk of injury. So draw your belly button into your spine, get your knee lined up with your second toe, and then push through your heel to step up, and then come down. So when you come down, it's the same thing. You want to slowly come down with control. Keep your abdominals nice and tight. So some people will do 5 to 10 reps. This is an 8-inch step. Most steps in the home are going to be 6 to 8 inches depending on when your home was built. If you have an older home and it was built like 100 years ago, your steps might actually be 10 inches. So after you do a few reps on that side, you want to make sure that you come and even yourself out and do the same number of reps on the other side. So whether you start with 5 reps, 8 reps, 10 reps, doesn't matter. Just try and have an equal balance between how you're working one leg compared to the other. So that's how to do a forward step up. You can actually do a similar thing if your balance is a little bit challenged and you prefer to try and do a lateral step up. You can hold on to the rail. Same rules apply. That knee is going to be in line with the second toe. You can hold on to the rail or to the wall. You're going to push through your heel and then come back down. You don't want your knees crossing over your toes. So it's kind of like you come up and forward and then you settle back down. Same rules apply. You want to do the same amount of work on one side compared to the other. For the purpose of this video, I am not counting, but if I was using this as my workout, I would absolutely be making sure that I was getting the same number of reps on one side than the other. So same thing, knee is in line with the second toe, and you are coming up and then coming down. You might notice that I'm a little bit more wobbly on this side. I've had multiple ankle injuries on that side, so my balance isn't quite as good. We're not perfect, we're works in progress. That is my progress. As you can see, too, I'm getting a little bit out of breath. Step-ups are a great cardiovascular exercise. Even though you're strengthening, your heart rate is going to go up. Now, what happens if you don't like to do step-ups like that? Perfectly fine. In fact, one of the ways I often start people with step-ups, whether they've come off of an injury and they're trying to get back to their sport, or whether they have a balance challenge and just need to hold on, and they're a little bit too wobbly to go up and down. They don't have the strength, they don't have the stamina yet, they've been deconditioned. When I work with people who have been sedentary for a while, the step-up is not the first exercise I'm going to choose in my arsenal of exercises, but I might try a step tap so they can hold on to the rail and then they work on balancing. We keep the leg right in front of them and they're practicing shifting their weight. So they're just tapping. It helps with range of motion, it helps with strengthening and balance and coordination, and they go at their own pace. This is a great way to introduce steps without actually having to do a step up. The other way to use steps is to really increase the cardiovascular and actually do faster step taps. So here's how I would progress somebody. I might do those slower step taps to start to introduce stairs. Then I might work to a lateral step up. Then I might work to a forward step up. And then I might come back down and start to do quick taps, which really works coordination. And we might do that for 30 seconds, working up to a minute. And so that's going to help with cardiovascular. Then we might try a little bit of a skip step. So, and I like to get the arms in. This is great for runners and athletes because it increases the heart rate. It's very functional, and it teaches them to bring their legs up or their knees up as if that driving motion when they are running. So I hope that you find this helpful. My heart rate's definitely up. That's what I love about step-ups, or just using the step as a way to exercise and get your heart rate up, because it's very versatile. You don't have to do a full step-up to do that. My respiratory rate is way up there already because of the step-ups and because of the step taps. But it's a fun exercise. It kind of breaks up the monotony of just doing step-ups, and being able to have some versatility and variety in your workout is really important to help with motivation. Being able to track your progress too is super important. Maybe you start with that slower step-up, maybe you start with that slower step tap, and you are able to work to that lateral step-up, and then you're able to do a forward step up. And then you're able to come back down and do quicker step taps. All of that is a progression, and you can track that, and you can be really motivated by improving not only your strength, but also your mobility, your balance, and your coordination. So a simple thing that you have at home, those same steps that you're carrying up loads of laundry with, you can use for exercise just in the comfort of your own home. And guess what you can also do? You can do that 2-3 minutes at a time. So maybe you don't have chunks of 15-20 minutes of exercise, and maybe you don't have 2 hours to block out just to devote to working out. But you can take that load of laundry up, you come back down after it's folded and put away, and you decide, I'm going to go ahead and do some step taps or step ups to increase my strength throughout the day. So I hope that you find this helpful. It's a good way to kind of weave in some workout times throughout your regular scheduled day, and it doesn't take a lot of time to get that heart rate and respiratory rate up. Thanks a lot. I hope you have a great day.